with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play. So hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. Wow, I did that all in one take. Amazing. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shay Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always rewinds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives.
And we're back with Steph for
Timber.
Hello. We were grilling her on what her tagline would be. She doesn't have one yet.
If you had to pick one now.
Oh my God. I have no idea.
We'll you know what, for the next episode, we'll think of one.
Yes.
Okay.
Have one
Let
at
it
the last.
roll around in the old subconscious.
Yeah, don't even think about it, and then it'll come to you. That's how it works, baby!
I do have a nickname for movies. When we go to the movie theater, I have an alternate personality, and it's MTS, which is Movie Theater Steph.
Oh, yes.
Movie
I grew
theater
up hearing
Steph.
stories about movie theater Steph and being afraid for her and those around her.
Wait, what do you guys mean?
So I don't like it when people talk during movies in a
Yeah, that
theater
makes sense.
setting or look at their phone or do crazy stuff. Just shut the flip up and watch the movie. And I was kicked out of a movie one time because a guy was talking and I called him out on it, and then he went and got security and brought the security in and was like, "That stripper up there," and pointed to me in the corner, and I was in jeans and like
a turtleneck?
yes.
No
And he
goddamn
called me
way.
a stripper. And so he hauled
The
us
worst
out.
thing you can be is a stripper.
Yeah, they hauled us out of there, and I was with Dave, and then we're walking through the halls, and this man was barking at me, like full barking, and he looked at Dave and told him that he needed to get his bitch on a leash.
What did Dave do?
He just was like, "We're gonna go to the other parking garage. We're getting away from this crazy man."
Do you
That's
remember
like-
what the movie was?
It was a scary movie. And then when we watched it at home, it was absolutely awful. So we were kind of glad that we didn't stay for it because we did get a full refund.
Oh, good.
But I can't even remember what it was.
But this is only one example of MTS?
Yes.
MTS.
I just get in a lot of arguments because I just ask people to stop talking.
And does it normally go well? Do they listen to you?
They usually do.
Okay.
That was the most extreme one. So
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have gotten kicked out for that.
No.
Depending on what you said, but I'm sure you weren't, like, insane.
I offended his masculinity, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, clearly he called you a bitch. He called you a stripper. He barked at you like a fucking dog, which is exactly what he is. Disgusting.
Just got issues with women is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, clearly he hates women, and he hates being called out by a woman especially. What a loser.
Yeah, it was wild.
And you got your money back, and the movie sucked anyway, so suck our dicks.
Did you ever pull a, oh gosh, what's her name from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
I was just thinking that because of him being like, you have to put your bitch on a leash.
Kate
Like
Hudson?
Kate Hudson, yeah.
Did you ever say, like, my husband or boyfriend is going to beat your ass?
Beat your ass.
I did not. Dave just stood back. I'm sure if something actually was going to happen, he would have jumped in, but he was like, "You opened your mouth, you handle it."
I mean, that's a pretty good rule.
He's doing backup vocals, if you will.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
I can't believe, well, me saying I can't believe is ridiculous, because I can believe that a man would be that insane, but it's so stupid. He should have just been like, you're right. How hard is that?
Full barking through the hallways of a movie theater.
And he didn't get kicked out.
Well, he got kicked out too. We
did?
both
Okay, well,
got kicked out.
But everyone got their money back.
Yeah, because he like stopped the whole movie process and ruined it for the audience.
Oh, yeah.
They
Nerd.
should have cuffed me and hauled me out.
That would have been a really
No, they shouldn't
badass.
have.
That would have been so much more fun to the story.
Like, I'll see you in hell.
You know what? You
That's
could tell
ridiculous.
anyone that that's how it ended and no one would know.
That's true.
They
Just
ripped
don't
off
listen
my
to this
hair.
episode first. Retell the story that you got handcuffed and got escorted out. No one will know.
It's gonna drive me nuts that I can't think of what the movie was.
Again, let it roll around in that subconscious. Maybe it'll pop up.
Yeah.
I've never gotten into movie theater altercation. Have you?
I wouldn't put it past me to be in any altercation ever, but I don't know. I mean, I've told a decent amount of people, like, respectfully, shut them.
During the movie?
Yeah, but not enough that I got a nickname. Just a couple times. Because it is one of my biggest pet peeves. I feel like I've talked about it on the pod, but like I hate watching movies with groups of people because I have fucking ADHD and it is very difficult for me to pay attention to a movie I've never seen if people are or a movie that I've seen and I'm interested and I want to watch it. If people are talking, like it actually makes me like physically angry and then I look like an idiot because I'm like, can everyone shut the
watch this movie in silence even though we're in a group setting.
I know, like the fun of it, I assume when people are like, let's all watch a movie, is like the side comments, which I totally get. Duh, we have a podcast about talking about fucking movies. But I am glad that we watch them separately.
Except for Laguna Beach, which is our bonus Patreon content.
And that's a different story entirely for some reason. Like TV shows, that doesn't bother me. But like movies, I can't do it, folks. So, but no, I really haven't like yelled at a lot of people in movie theaters.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I feel like I haven't had a lot of troublemakers in the movies I've seen. And maybe I just go at good times. Or maybe it's because they're not scary movies. I do think during scary movies, people like to get raucous and like shout shit and really get involved. Especially if you go like the night of the premiere or like the next day. And like obviously groups of teenagers are going to show up. They love that shit.
And they're the ones that usually have a point to prove, like with their friends. Like I was there, you know what I mean? I'm sure we all were when we were kids, but like, yeah. So actually when I watched oh god, what movie was it? The Purge. I was that annoying person. I still remember someone told me to shut the fuck up.
The other side of MTS.
And I was like, you're right, I'm sorry. I actually like took the L, which honestly for like teenage me is huge because normally that would not have gone down.
You would have called security.
No, I just would have probably threatened someone because I was annoying. It just would not have been a good deal. But anyway.
Well, were you talking to the movie or were you talking to your friends?
I was talking to the movie obnoxiously for my friends.
Nice commentary.
I'm like, trying to do a sexy dance for my friends here, okay? And it just didn't work. And I just got fucking pwned. And then I was like, sorry, you're right.
Sorry, you're right. Goodbye.
Probably because everyone in the group, like, it backfired with everyone in the group, too, because no one thought it was funny.
Like, Shay said the fuck down.
Double whammy.
It's like, fuck you. And I'm like, oh my god, you're so right. And then I just, like, hung my head in shame, walked home.
See, that's what Steph dreams of with an MTS moment.
Yes! I'm, like, your perfect...
victim.
Yes. Yes. Just want you to be quiet.
So embarrassed and like remembered for the rest of my life. Yeah. No, but honestly, when you do embarrassing shit, you deserve to be embarrassed. I've said that many times on this pod. It's true. Did I deserve to fucking get my shit rocked? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did it happen? Abso-fucking-lutely. And then there you go. Maybe it was you. I don't know.
It could have been.
Oh my god, it might have been. It was a girl.
I'm gonna call it. It was you.
Dude, if it was you, did you see the Purge in theaters?
Probably.
Bruh, if it was you, wow. That would have been... I have goosebumps right now. That would have been perfect. I hope it was you.
Did it start with pieces of popcorn being thrown at you first?
I mean, I feel like
you're assaulting people.
It's my
shush. Like, did it start with mace or?
I would be so mad if someone threw popcorn in my head.
That's happened to me before many times.
What?
Many times.
We've probably
Many
been
times.
in the theater a lot.
It?
Yeah. Well, I'll just be like, really? Like,
you turn around and like
have someone yell at me, but if you start throwing stuff at me, nope.
That's so funny. The popcorn I don't give a shit about. If someone says anything to me, I go full beast mode.
Different folks, different strokes.
I love that popcorn would bother you. I get it though.
Yeah, do not touch me.
It's also a waste of food.
Yeah.
It's like quiet. Yeah.
You don't even know what you have.
Yeah, it's like one of your top favorite foods.
Oh, maybe that's why, yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
you're wasting it.
Not on my watch. And not for, what, $12 now that popcorn costs?
Oh.
Is it more?
It's crazy.
It might be more now.
I never buy popcorn, so it probably is like $1 million.
But you still get free refills if you get the big one.
But it's probably $25.
Yeah. The last movie we went to, it was in the big luxury seats, and so there was a big fluffy armrest, and I had set the popcorn on top, and Dave came back from the bathroom, and he sat down, and he just whooshed down on it and hit his elbow, and it was movie style, like up all over him.
It
He just looked at me, and I was like, I'll go get a refill.
Although my mom does this trick now where she works at a casino. She's a server. You guys should go see her because she's great. But the movie theater is like right next to the cafe that she works at. She goes to the fucking movie theater just to get a to-go bag of giant popcorn.
Wow.
Like a big plastic. It's like gallons big. And it's only like $15.
I didn't even know you could ask for to-go popcorn.
Uh-huh. I didn't know either until she popped up with one day at the fucking house. No, I didn't even think about it. My cleverness has no bounds. But anyways, yeah. And so she just had a fucking giant thing of fucking popcorn that lasted way too long.
Yum.
You're like, my
It can't last long
dream.
enough.
Yeah, so
Is it yesterday popcorn, or is it fresh popcorn?
I think it's fresh.
Wow.
It tasted really good, and I'm not a huge popcorn girl, so I really hope you yelled at me. It would have been, it's like the perfect,
We'll
I
go with
deserved it. I deserved it so bad, and I deserved to get it from you. So, there you go.
Again, with the eldest daughter energy, there are rules, people!
And as an eldest daughter, I was like, oh my God, you're right. I like felt your eldest daughter energy.
Yeah, she checked you.
Oh man. But yeah.
You grew up great. I'm glad.
Thanks. Well, I'm excited for this movie specifically with my Catholic roots.
Yeah, Steph and I were raised as heathens, so we have no... Well, I won't speak for you. I have no spiritual baggage or, like, guilt, thank God. It sounds really hard. And I'm sorry to my Catholic brethren, because y'all be tripping a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel bad.
We do be.
Just, yeah, to tell... I think I've talked about this. To tell children that somebody's watching them all the time and they could possibly go to hell.
Yeah, they're
for
constantly
sinning,
judging you.
And then they tell you that sinning's like everything. Like
Yeah.
anything you do is a sin, and
Yeah.
then you'll go to hell. Terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
It's a lot to put on a kid.
It is. It's crazy.
I think we did get raised with a good moral compass, though. So,
Yeah,
Well-
you guys are all amazing people.
That's why Steph seeks justice in the form of popcorn in the theaters.
I get it.
nonviolent crimes.
But
All
as a
right.
Catholic, this movie probably hit different for you.
It did because we were taught about stigmata all the time.
All the time.
Like a lot. Like it was brought up a lot.
Really?
For some reason. And also a lot of like movies, like a lot of exorcism movies, which you guys know I have a long history with because of my Catholicism. I'm not Catholic anymore, but like used to be. Anyways, it's a huge theme because it's a lot of people who ended up becoming saints that were like what are they called?
Stigmatics.
Stigmatics. So a lot of stigmatics were actually like seen as like the highest form of connected to God that you could be. And so it's almost like you wanted to have stigmata.
Stab me.
You wanted to be a stigmatic, which is like, that's nuts.
Isn't there a show at Red Rock called Spasmatics?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I keep thinking of.
At Red Rock?
I think so.
I wonder what it's about.
Probably not Stigmata.
No, but it sounds so similar. It's
I
like,
know, Stigmatics. I'm like, Spasmatics.
Spasmodic. Yeah, but yeah, so watching this movie was interesting because I've never seen it. And so I knew obviously the energy that would be surrounding it, but I didn't know there would be like a possession. I should have known. I didn't know there would be like a possession or anything like that. So, but it, you know, pretty good. Pretty good.
And did you see this one in theaters, Steph?
I think I did.
Ooh, I bet
Yes.
it's great.
Wow.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I did. And if you want, I can go through corporate bullshit.
That was amazing.
All right. So this movie was released September 10th, 1999. So we just celebrated its 25th anniversary
Oh my God.
9/11.
yesterday.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Wow.
Super crazy.
9/11.
Yep. The synopsis. Atheist Frankie receives a gift from her mom, a crucifix that was purchased from a child who stole it off of a dead priest.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. God love him.
Frankie starts to experience the stigmata, which causes Father Andrew to enter the picture to help save her. With a rather linear plot, can Frankie be saved by something that she doesn't believe in? Does Father Andrew actually believe the faith, or is he just a scientist that works to disprove what's happening right in front of him?
Wow. Clap, clap, clap. I can't clap because it'll sound terrible.
Yeah, so good.
In my mind.
Yes.
It ran an hour and 38 minutes. So
Perfect.
98,
Yep.
which is what you
Pretty great.
want.
Mm-hmm.
It does pass the Bechdel test. Frankie has a long conversation with her mom about vacation and how great where is she? Costa Rica somewhere, I think.
Brazil, yeah.
Brazil, yep. Yep.
And I think she talks to her homie about stuff that's not men. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like
Nia Long.
stuff. Mm-hmm.
Nia Long's so fine.
Yes. Star of Big Mama, a movie that I was obsessed with.
Big Mama.
She sounded so Big Mama.
I don't remember Big Mama.
It is great.
It was not in the horror section, so I don't know.
So I wasn't watching it, baby.
It stars Patricia Arquette as Frankie Page,
Gang.
Gabriel Byrne as Father Andrew Kiernan, and Jonathan Pryce as the Cardinal Daniel Houseman. There was another guy hanging out with the Cardinal who was from Galaxy Quest as Balthazar, and I could not unsee it throughout this whole movie.
It isn't Balthazar in our next movie? Or is that somebody else?
He is!
Wait, no. You're right. It's two different Galaxy Quest people in these two movies.
Oh, wait.
And you and I were just talking about Galaxy Quest yesterday.
I love Galaxy Quest.
So
oh
random.
my gosh, I didn't even catch it. You're right, Balthazar. He's like the head alien guy,
Yes.
right?
I want the historical documents.
Yes, he's the man.
I need to see it again. I only saw it one. I was just telling her yesterday when we were talking about this that I've only seen it once.
It's great.
Good.
And it was so good, yeah. But it was
lives
a long
up.
time ago. Need to see it again. Okay.
Do you have any comments on Patricia Arquette?
I mean, just
Kate
a Nepo
Barlow.
family.
Kissing Kate from Holes.
Yeah, Kissing Kate Barlow. And she's fucking fantastic. I love the whole family.
And isn't the pastor guy, isn't he in Hereditary?
Yes, he plays the father.
Okay. I thought he looked really familiar, and then I
Yep.
looked him up, and I was like...
His fine ass. Horrifying scene. Well, a bunch of horrifying scenes. Dude, Hereditary is so fucking good. I wish it was in our time. I wish it was. It's so good.
Have you seen it?
I feel like it's been on my thumbnail list, but I can't recall what it's about.
You would love it.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, you would love it. It's like, okay, you know how I have that like Exorcist thing?
Yes.
It goes Exorcist, Hereditary.
Ooh.
I think
So
that's terrifying. I won't watch it.
it's
I'll
scary.
just listen
You
to
would hate
recaps.
it.
I've
You
listened to many recaps, and I made Shay tell me about it. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, and then what happened?
Yeah, she loves my little recaps of movies. But you would love it, Steph.
All right.
You need to watch it tonight.
Done.
Cool.
This was directed by Rupert Wainwright, and it was co-produced between the United States and Mexico, which makes sense because there were a lot of scenes.
It is
Beautiful.
a gorgeous movie.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's like, wow, this is so stunning the way it's shot and the colors and the settings. Like, It's just beautiful.
Oh yeah, how grainy it is. It's like very late 90s.
Her apartment
Oh my
is
god.
incredible with the inflatable chair.
Oh yeah.
Had those.
Yes, we
God
did.
damn.
We had.
Leap on it.
Yes.
We could pop it.
Yes.
It matched with those Macs that were like the see-through colored Macs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh, the big bubble.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had a Game Boy Color that was like the purple version of that where you could see all the little gizmos and gadgets on the inside. Ugh, that era was so cool.
We had a cordless phone that was that same green color, and Stacy got in trouble one time for...
Listen to this bullshit.
Oh my god, what happened?
So Stacy was doing the dishes, and somehow the phone got wet.
I
or
was
at least
doing the dishes. I was probably like 8 years old. I was being a good kid.
Cinderella was doing her dishes.
Cinderella.
And we blamed her for getting the phone wet because we came out the next day and the phone was wet and did not work anymore. Many years later, we found out that it started to chirp because the battery was dying, and my father, in his glorious wisdom, dunked it in the toilet to make it stop chirping.
And then you got in trouble for it?
And then put it back on the freaking counter in the
Framing
kitchen.
his youngest daughter.
That is scary,
So
actually.
began my quest for justice as a lawyer. It's all making sense.
It all makes so much
I
sense.
seek to free the wrongfully convicted as I was wrongfully.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Circle.
unbelievable.
He normally would throw loud stuff out in the street.
Yeah, and
But-
it took a long time for us to unravel this travesty.
When did you find that out?
I think they were like, remember that time you broke the phone?
And then your dad was like...
We kept talking, and Dad was like, oh, no, I dunked that in the toilet. I was like, excuse me?
No, it's crazy that he didn't just throw it out. Like, that's like some shit my dad would do.
Me.
My dad has done shit like that to me before, and
Gross.
It's gross. Why would you do that to your young child?
You're take this toilet phone.
And then I'm sure they hated on you too, because when you're a teenager, that's like your only lifeline.
You can't have an 8-year-old with a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
No, I was toast.
Oh no, that's why I was like, teenager? 15-year-old? I don't fucking think so, baby.
And it was really cool see-through phone.
It was lime green.
We just need another one. We need one here that your dad can't touch, baby. That's why I've never heard that story.
Oh my gosh. I think when we found out, we were just shocked.
Yeah, wrongful convictions often have that effect. How could this happen? What went wrong?
So you're stuck on that.
Your father!
I just picture Dad hovering over a toilet like, oh, I'm going to dunk it. Like, who thinks of that?
That is pretty sinister. To be honest, I'm like, whoa. And then he watched you take the blame and he's like, good night. He just like slinks into his office.
I probably didn't notice that I was being persecuted.
That's so scary. Every time I see your dad now, I'm going to be like, dun, 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 dun.
Don't make too much noise. He might waterboard you.
Yeah. Oh, no. What I'm going to do to pay him back is I'm just going to chirp every time I'm around him. I'll make like the chirping sound, and then he'll dunk me in the toilet.
And that's your revenge?
Yeah, I'm doing it for my wife. Yes, it's for my wife. I haven't thought it all through. I'll think of it when I get there.
This is a workshop situation.
Hey, I'm working it out as it goes along, but point is...
No, maybe don't.
I will... Oh, man. No, next time you see me with, like, a little bird toy and I press the button and it chirps, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. She's moving in mysterious ways.
I'm so mysterious, you guys. Least mysterious person in the world. Please, continue, my dear.
Anyway.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, uh-oh.
Critic score was at 22%.
That's weird.
That's weirdly low.
It's like a well-made movie.
I don't know if there was just a lot of offended people.
Oh, maybe. But I feel like, well, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
This was like a big religious era. I think there's a lot of religious movies at this time. Because when did Passion of the Christ come out? Like 2001-ish?
Yeah. Maybe 2000. No.
I think it was post 9/11.
Yeah. I'm going to look it up. Okay.
Speaking of 9/11, anniversary today.
9/11.
Oh, yeah.
Never forget and all that. Oh,
yeah. I'm not happy 9/11, but
Passion of the Christ 2004, by the way.
2004. Okay, so later than I thought. But I feel like religious movies, they only exist in the horror context now. Really?
Pretty fucking much, dude.
Really.
And if it is religious, it's very like undertone-y.
Yes.
Like with a lot of Christian rock from the early 2000s.
Yeah. But like Da Vinci Code 2, like when was that?
Yeah. And a lot of the exorcism movies came out in like early, mid 2000s.
We were concerned.
Yeah, it was a big era for that. For sure.
The new remade Exorcist is pretty good. If you guys haven't put that on your list.
The sequel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just watched it. I psyched myself out of watching it. And then I watched it when I was sick because I was like, I have nothing to lose. I was like, I might die tomorrow. And I actually did. I just told Stacey I did really good, and I was very proud of myself. I went to sleep that night. Big, huge deal for me.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
The viewer score was 63%.
Okay.
So
much higher.
Yeah. We all liked it.
Yeah. I'm surprised by the critic score. Wow.
Man. Ebert called it possibly the funniest movie ever made about Catholicism from a theological point of view.
What?
Did you find it funny?
0%.
Funny from a theological point of view? I don't even know what that means.
Did they not get the story right?
I'm so puzzled by that.
I mean,
do you know how many stars he gave it?
No. I didn't see that part.
I'll look it up real quick.
I know, it's kind of hard to see. It's like rate...
She goes, it's not hard to see.
What did you say?
It's not hard to see.
No, I said it is hard to see.
Oh, I mean, he said it's not hard to see.
No, it is hard to see.
Stigmata.
There should be an app for that.
Ebert.
There should be.
Ebert app. We would just leave terrible reviews.
Yeah, we're just like sending like the middle finger emoji.
So much higher than his normal Adam Sandler rating.
How many?
2.
2, okay.
Out of 4, right?
2 out of 4.
Yeah. That's pretty damn good for him.
What the hell? He says it offers endless goofiness. What is he talking about?
His takes are horrible on a different level and don't make sense to me.
He says it confuses, he's like a scholar, it confuses the phenomenon of stigmata with satanic possession. That's the best.
I mean, like, I guess that's true, but, like, they also do explain stigmata and who it usually happens to in the movie.
Yeah, and that opens the doors to demons.
Right. So strange. So strange. Whatever.
My favorite quote was, "I love being me. Ask anyone."
I did write that down, too. I was
She's
like,
very
damn,
happy.
That was pretty
I
tight.
love a confident lady.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yep. The budget was $29 million, and it grossed $89.4.
Wow.
Nice.
Pretty damn
And
good.
It was the first film in 5 weekends to outgross The Sixth Sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was a big time
Mm-hmm.
Huge time.
for horror. Wow.
That's pretty surprising, to be honest.
I feel like we're having a horror renaissance this summer.
We sure are.
There's a lot of releases in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen any of the new releases?
No, I want to see, is it called Trapped?
Yeah.
The Escape
That's the
Room
Shyamalan
House?
one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You did see Alien Romulus.
We did see
Pretty
that.
dang
Yep.
scary.
We took Drake.
Uh-huh.
That had a big twist at the end. So.
And then that new Channing Tatum one I want to see, too, because Zoe Kravitz wrote and directed it.
So don't blink.
Oh, where they're on the island? It is.
Yeah, Blink Twice or some shit like that.
Big mansion.
Yeah. I want to see it. Apparently, according to, like, some things that I've seen, he might be in the running for, like, an Academy Award
For this movie.
for his fucking performance in it. So I'm like, it must be crazy good.
Nice.
So I need to see that. Hi, buddy. Stacey's new puppy is so cute. Okay, keep going.
And that's all I have for horror.
Nice.
Very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, killing it, to be honest. You're killing it.
I've got my template.
And again, typed out notes, you guys.
printed.
Old
Incredible.
and center.
No way.
Formatted.
God, I love it so
Gorgeous.
much.
She did a book report.
I
We
did.
love it.
A plus.
I like school.
Oh, we should also probably say that there are violent depictions of self-afflicted violence.
Yeah, very intense. I was like, whoa.
Guys, I'm just saying, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty gnarly overall, I'd say.
It is, yeah. There's some gore for sure, which bothers a lot of people. So you should know that.
Yeah, it starts with a bleeding statue. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't like blood, you're not going to make it past the first 30 seconds.
Nope.
Yeah, and I love this concept that when things happen around the world, the Catholic Church will send a priest to, like, investigate and, like, debunk it. Do we know if that really happens?
I think they do have, like, a certain, like, level of, like, priesthood where, like, some people are, like, the ones that do the exorcisms. Some people are the ones that do the investigating.
Okay. Because I do know that, yeah, they don't let anybody do an exorcism. You have to be trained.
Yeah. You have to, like,
Especially
go
ordained
to
stuff.
Italy and, like, do a whole, like, education for it, which is wild.
I feel like it'd be super fun to do a spoof mockumentary of Exorcism School.
Oh, my...
Yes, it
Wait
would.
a goddamn minute.
Like Mean Girls, but for priests
Yes.
trying to be exorcisers.
Yes.
Okay,
Somebody
no
write
one
that
take that
movie.
fucking idea, because Stacey and I are filmmakers, baby.
That's right. We've made several.
So many.
Who's gonna
One of
play-
which I will find. Okay?
Who's gonna play
Jeremy
your
Guest's
priest?
mom.
Huh?
Who's going to play your priest?
Ooh.
Someone famous or someone we know?
I don't know. It's your
Pete
movie.
Davidson.
Yep.
He'd be
Perfect.
Is he in the Taco Bell commercials?
great.
Oh, I haven't seen him in any.
Cool guy. And
He's
I think
hot.
He'd make a great, funny priest.
He has to be in it because we have to fall in love, so.
Obviously. Are you going to be a nun?
I'm like, how tall are you? Wait, what did you
Be a
say?
little nun?
Oh! Perfect. Although I don't think nuns give any part of... I don't think they're a part of exorcisms.
Oh, really?
They probably clean up the mess afterwards.
That's
Ew,
so true.
you're right, they probably do.
In the movie, the nuns do help with, like, sponging her and holding her down.
Which I've never seen in any other exorcism movie. Or...
Oh, so it's progressive because it passes the Bechdel test. They were
They're
feminism.
like, ah. Yeah, they're literally holding down her arms. Pretty wild. Anyway.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Doves in a church. Can you imagine how much shit there is all over that place?
Well, they had just come back, right?
Yes.
The doves were gone, but now they're back. And I'm sure the caretaker was like,
God damn it.
God damn it. No!
Call the exterminator.
I would love that, though, because doves are really just pigeons.
They are. And I tried to tell Dad that, so our dad is building an increasingly elaborate mechanism to feed birds.
To feed them?
That is 80% bungee cords. I'll have to send you a picture.
I'm like, interesting.
It's really quite funny.
I'm sorry we're feeding that insanity.
No, I love it. I mean, he's clearly put a lot of thought and bungee cords into the whole
Thought and bungee
And child's wooden blocks.
Yeah, but every time I come, there's something new strapped to it via bungee cords. And he was explaining to me that he's trying to get the perfect setup so that, doves are allowed to come, but pigeons aren't. And
But they're the
Dad,
same.
doves are pigeons. They're like the same exact genus or whatever.
They are.
He's like, but pigeons are bigger and they're grosser.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're literally the same.
They are the same.
But he doesn't want them.
I'm so glad that you and I are on the pro pigeon side because so many people hate pigeons, bro.
And I would get if he's like, I don't want the doves either. Like, I don't want a bird over a certain size.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just anti-pigeon hate.
Wow. Are you a pigeon hater?
I am neutral.
She's Switzerland.
I don't know about
Pigeon
that.
Switzerland.
I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'm
No, I'm
Neutral in the face of evil.
I'm like, do you see
Is
this?
evil.
I don't like...
That's a pigeon sticker? She has a pigeon
I have a
thing?
pile of pigeons.
I made pigeon art that people say is horrifying. I think he's cute. My little...
People think that's horrifying?
Yeah, Christian.
Who?
Christian.
What?
He was like, ew, get it out of my... And I was like...
Oh, because it's a pigeon.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
like,
very cute pigeon.
It's so cute.
I just don't like the birds that diarrhea on my car.
I get it. Although that's good luck, though. Just so you know.
I'm very lucky.
Like, I don't feel
What?
lucky.
They never shit on my car. Oh, no.
Huh?
I'm surprised there's not more pigeons around here.
I know. You'd think they would love this neighborhood.
There's a lot of... I will say there's a ton of different birds, though, so I wonder if they kind of keep each other in check.
Mm-hmm. Probably. There's tiers to there's levels to this shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wrote, she lives in Pittsburgh. Yes. I want to go there so bad, dude. Mr. Rogers Museum.
Oh, okay.
That's where Mr. Rogers was filmed, you guys.
Aw,
I need to go there.
Yeah, you do.
Next year. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, anyways.
We'll go instead of getting cyclosporin.
Instead of getting hard disease turned into...
We'll make that the plan.
That would be really cute. I would love that.
Cute.
I did write down, does it always rain in Pittsburgh? Because every scene of them outside, it's raining.
I have no idea, but yeah, it seems like it. Holy shit. Yeah, like every time they're outside. Pouring rain.
That's what I did like about going back to the beauty of the movie. It like contrast between these really warm, beautiful Catholic Steph, and then it'll like hard cut to like cold ass, rainy ass Pittsburgh, which shows the contrast with her.
Yes.
Very effective.
Exactly.
And I will say the Catholic Church has like the kitschy, like camp corner. Just, I mean, amazing,
Dude.
I love all their decor, all the little outfits. It's fabulous.
I was going to say, like, there's some real, I think we might have talked about this before, but, like, there's some real cool shit that I've, like, stolen from me being Catholic. Number one, stained glass.
Gorgeous.
Went the fuck off on that.
Yes.
Number two, like, organ music, like, the choir, oh my god, like, oh, sure, like,
Gregorian
so.
chants.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gregorian fucking chants. Incense, baby.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Should have lit it. Stupid. I do it right now.
Okay, cool. Incense, hard. Also drinking wine while you're, like, at a God event.
At a God event. I like thinking of church as God events.
They are God, and I did the quotes. I don't know if you guys saw the God event. Yeah. And also, yeah, like, fabulous outfits. Like, because for some people, that was the only time you went out. Like, for women, that was the only time a lot of women, like, went out to town. So a lot of them only had, like, one good outfit that they would wear out in the world, and it was, like, a fancy hat with, like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I think church fits are, like, really cool and pretty.
Really interesting, because, I mean, how freaking boring was it? Pre-television, really.
God.
Just lighting some incense with the torch, don't mind me.
With a flamethrower? Yeah.
Right, now we've set the mood.
Oh my god, we're gonna be so incensed right now.
But
It's sandalwood. It's this really lovely Japanese brand I like. That's in Japanese, so I can't tell you what it is, but it's good.
It's gorge. It's gorge, I know. And it's, yeah, sandalwood. That's all you need to know.
I like that this was an era before cell phones. She didn't even have cordless phones in her apartment. She was tethered to the wall.
had to switch phones when she moved around.
Oh, yeah. Good times. I used to have to stretch that bad boy out when I would talk on the phone to anybody.
Yeah, and her
Holy
cool
shit.
ass apartment and her big bed, and they were definitely trying to portray like she's got it all.
Yeah, she's a
modern
city
queen.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Had a mannequin
I
I
know.
know.
So cool.
Scary and cool.
and lockers. So
Oh, yeah.
as it progressed,
Yeah.
there were lockers and then there were crazy showers. So
Mm-hmm.
what was this loft before? I know. Was it a firehouse? I couldn't figure it out.
I don't know, and she did have like a lethal amount of candles burning at all times.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing
At
I was like,
least
whoa.
30, and I was like, this is dangerous.
I was like, this is like me when I take a bath. It was like 30 fucking candles around her. I'm like, how hot can you possibly be? Not like sexy, but like hot.
Yes, it would be a lot.
That would be so hot. You'd walk in and you'd be like
Be
3
wax
shades
everywhere.
darker. Like, that was fucking crazy. I also wrote all religion horror movies start exactly the same. I wrote a foreign location, eerie background music, fog or sand blowing in the air, church bells ringing, and religious stonework artifacts shown, etc. Almost every fucking one like clockwork. This fits the description. The Exorcist, The Exorcism of Emily Rose, like all these fucking movies all start exactly the same. It's so funny. It's so predictable. So good.
I did like the new metal transition where it was like all like churchy music and it's like when it's showing her life in Pittsburgh. And I read that Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins did all the music.
Dude, he's so cool.
And the song at the beginning is so cool. The Mary song.
Yeah.
I was like, incredible.
Yeah, and of course he did it.
Chumbawamba, I bought that CD because of this movie.
Wow.
And it had the Tub Thumper song.
Yes.
Get Knocked Down,
Oh,
Get
yeah.
Up Again.
So
Do you
good.
remember us singing this song around the house?
Yes. At the top of our lungs.
So
Throwing ourselves to the
Yes,
ground.
Sarah
Getting back up again.
was the queen of just like ragdoll from
Incredible.
getting back up. We were exhausted by the end.
Yeah, I bet.
It's burpees to the max.
I was gonna say you're
Yeah,
literally
basically.
flailing your entire fucking bodies up and down your house, and amazing.
And then I remember being like, pissing the night away.
Pissing the night away. No, that song still goes hard. If it comes on, the part where like, and I like that it has a build up. Boom! I get knocked down. Oh my god, it's so good.
Female fears, being unwed with an unplanned pregnancy.
And I do like how her friend Neil Long was like, well, you don't have to have it.
Yeah, you have a choice,
But
baby.
then that does circle back because one of her earliest disturbances is she sees herself across the street holding a baby that she throws into the road.
So
Which
scary.
is such a good scene.
It is such a weird, like, jarring scene as someone who, like, yeah, maybe as women or just people who are, like, maternal and give a shit. Like, it's so odd to see someone just, like bye-bye, baby.
Yeah, cute
Bye-bye.
baby. Bye-bye.
Yeah, like, so scary. So odd.
There was an oops with the bathtub scene. Did you guys see that?
No.
Okay, so candles are lit and she's about to dunk under the water and a feather floats down and lands on the water and she picks up the feather and when she picks it up there are already holes.
Oh, wow. Good eye.
It's under the water.
And then she doesn't have 'em.
Stigmata happens and then she's bleeding. It's like,
Oh.
you guys messed that up.
I do forget how fast it happened.
Yeah.
Like, she takes one look at that crucifix and not 20 minutes later,
Yeah. Little
she's
rosary.
got holes in her wrists.
That's crazy.
I know, that's so... Yeah, rosaries are huge in the Catholic Church. I still have mine from my communion.
Oh, really? Where
Oh,
is
yeah.
it?
It's in my memory box.
Aw.
It's in a little, like, silk satchel.
Oh.
Like, it's still... I was like, there's just something that, like, even though I have no attachment to the church, I'm like, I have to keep this. It's such a weird, like, artifact from your, like, youth and, like, your family. Like, sometimes they're, like, given to you by, like, your grandmother. It was your grandmother's childhood, whatever. Like, I would have to keep it.
And they were kind of the original fidget cubes or fidget spinners because when you were bored and didn't have TV, you could like wrap it around and count it and
Yep.
remember stuff.
Yep.
Pretty smart.
And you're really, really not supposed to wear them, actually. That's like a huge no-no and a huge misconception
I
in the
remember
church.
that because when we were in high school, wearing fake rosaries was like really big for a few months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I remember you being like, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, and I was so annoying about it when I was like 14. Like, so annoying about it.
Prime age.
Yep. That was the end of it for me, though.
I was the last burst.
That was the last, and then it slowly started drifting away, baby. But yeah, it was huge. I think it's coming back, too.
Oh, really?
A lot of people are wearing rosaries these days.
Interesting.
So you're just supposed to carry it wrapped around your wrist? In your pocket?
You're supposed to, like, keep it on you, but not, like, yeah, in your pocket or whatever, but not, you're not supposed to wear it, like, day to day. I know, it's interesting. I don't know why. I don't know what that, like, why.
Yeah, you think it'd be good to wear it.
I know, you'd think that it'd, like, protect you.
Look at my faith.
But you also used it as, like, it was a
fidget
tool for punishment, though.
Oh.
Because, yeah, so when you would go to confession, right? I'm sure you guys have heard, like, that you have to do the blah, 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 Hail Marys and whatever. It helps you count how many Hail Marys or, like, Our Fathers or whatever. It, like, the beads help you count how many that you have to do.
Well, and I thought in general there was, like, daily stuff you could do by counting the rosaries.
There is. I never did it. I don't know any of that, but I think you're right.
Yeah, I think
But
it's an endless source of entertainment.
yeah, it is like the first fidget spinner. I don't know.
Can it help you do math like an abacus?
I just learned what an abacus was, and I like learned how to count like weeks ago when I was sick. Actually, I was like, I'm gonna learn what an abacus is. Why? I don't know. I was going nuts in July. Okay, guys, I was like, my life is ending. I'm gonna watch The Exorcist a million times. Who even knows?
Guys, hold on. I just realized something. I think something might be wrong with the recording. All right, y'all. We were having some technical difficulties. We've rearranged some things, and now you should be able to hear everybody clearly.
Tee-hee.
Hello.
Anyways, that's it for Abacus Talk.
That's right.
On this week's Abacus Talk.
Thanks for coming to my abacus talk, everybody. Oh, and I wrote, of course the father's a scientist. There's always one person in pretty much every Exorcist movie that is a non-believer, like, not sure, they and it's interesting because he's the priest, but there's also one in The Exorcist as well. So, just saying.
Let's see. I do like that Frankie tried to educate herself after she got the diagnosis of epilepsy. She got self-care books, epilepsy books, religion. So she was trying to understand it.
That's another part of exorcism movies, too. It's always epilepsy.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Or, like, it's always, like, is it them getting possessed, or is it epilepsy? It's always, like, one or the other. Like an exorcism of Emily Rose.
And Steph, I feel like possession movies are your particular favorite. Would that be accurate to say?
Yes. I do like a good possession movie.
Yeah, I feel like that's, like, if there's a possession movie, Steph's in it.
Yeah, me too.
So
unfortunately.
Hereditary isn't a possession movie, right?
Kind of.
Kind of. I haven't seen it.
You're gonna, I'm telling you, I think I know your brand because it's like the brand that scares me the most, but it's the kind you like the best. You're gonna love it. It's so fucking good.
Very cool. Something that I thought was scarier than the Stigmata is when she's sitting on the top of the building right on the corner. She's just chilling.
I was like, girl.
No. However many stories up.
I have such a fear of heights.
Me too. I hate them.
Fuck no.
Heights and caves. I don't want to be locked in a
caves.
cave or crawling
Fuck
through
caves.
and it gets smaller and smaller and then you get stuck.
Oh, no.
I know in movies where they're like, we have to crawl through this or we'll die. I'm like, well, then I guess it's curtains for me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, good luck having me fit through anything, to be honest with you. Fuck that.
Like The Descent. Ooh. Scary
I
ass
think I
movie.
saw that.
That's where they go spelunking.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck no. I didn't
And the
watch
friend's like, I lost the map. Hee hee hee.
Aren't there like alien human beings underground in that one?
There's like mutated humans who have been down there for too long. And they're very scary.
And they can't see.
Mole people.
Yeah, mole people. And they're terrifying.
Yikes. I wrote the cinematic shot of her in the tub. It like...
Gorgeous.
It's like panning her whole body. And then it shows the stigmata and you're like, no!
And I do like how she's covering her tits. Mm-hmm. Like, you would never actually do that in real life?
No.
Like, in the bath? I'm like, wow, perfectly posed.
Every day is so wonderful. Okay, anyway. And I also wrote Frankie and Donna Forever XOXO because they're so fucking cute.
They are very adorable.
I love them.
Yeah. I liked all the reversed water drops.
Yeah.
With all the rain, and then there were a few that were just...
Yeah, just...
You knew something was afoot.
Yeah, that was creepy. And then Okay, I wrote quite a few more.
Me too.
I wrote the subway scene, how she's like, no one can help me now, I'm fucked. I was like, why is that me at any minor inconvenience?
And I do love that the priest network is so strong that guy's like, hey, Father Kearney, she mentioned you gotta come down here. I was like, wow, they're all like clued in with each other.
They all knew what was up.
And it made me think maybe there isn't that many priests. Maybe they really do all kind of know each other, maybe like regionally.
I think they do. I think there is like a... What is it? Is it the diocese where it's like they're like the main dudes and then there's like tiers?
It's so hierarchical.
It is so hierarchical.
And you don't have to pay for shit, right? Don't you like get a house for free and stuff?
Yes. Free housing, free food.
I can fake believe.
Yeah, it's
Me,
pretty
I
appealing. Pretty appealing.
Oh, I do have a question. Are there female priests?
I haven't met any.
I don't think they're allowed.
I don't... Maybe shit is changing, but I've never, ever met a female priest in the church, ever.
I feel like if anything, it'd be the Franciscans, and I don't even think they have female priests.
I mean, maybe shit is changing, but... No. I've never met one. Which is pretty wild. Pretty lame. Lame-o.
It is wild to think of how many people the Romans crucified.
Yo.
Like, I grew up thinking it was just Jesus, and then as you learn historically, it's like, no, they were doing that to just dozens of people. Mm-hmm. Just they would round up people they didn't like, heretics, and crucify them.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I know.
It's so brutal.
Religion, bruh.
So brutal.
Has killed so many more people than any other. On a different note, the hair and makeup is iconic, you guys. Mm-hmm. I was like, whoa.
Although I did mention this to Steph and you, when he's like, how old are you? And she goes, 23. And I was like,
yikes.
Oh, is this 90s beauty or something else going on? So I did look it up, and at the time, what's her name? Patricia Arquette?
Yeah.
Was actually 31. Which is more how she looks.
Oh, yeah.
She said 23, I was like, oh, Lord.
I know. Especially with that particular makeup, like, it didn't do them any favors as far as, like, making them look glowy.
Youthful.
And, like, no. Their skin was dry, eyebrows were tiny, like,
dark
the way
circles.
that they did their eyeliner was so, enhanced their dark circles, like, definitely.
And it, like, the grungy filter of just like, ooh, woof.
Especially with all the rain and everything. Like, bruh.
I did do the tiny, spiky ponytails all the time.
Oh,
so
really?
cool.
Nice. Lots of tiny little elastics, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
You'd have to cut out.
Oh my god, yeah, you would, because they would be so tight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Didn't even think about that. I also wrote, Father Andrew looks like a younger Willem Dafoe.
Which one's Father Andrew?
He's the one that was in Hereditary.
Oh, the main guy?
Yeah. I'm like, goddamn.
I could see that.
He's fine as hell.
Do you think WebMD has a page for Stigmata?
Oh, I don't know. But there is a diagnosis.
Oh.
Hold up.
Yes!
Yeah.
Anti-NMDA encephalitis. And we've actually had a few patients in our facility come in with it, children. And their parents legit think that they're possessed before they take them to the doctor. Like, they take them to their priest or whomever, try and figure it out, because these kids are just wild. They're in another world. They stop eating. They stop speaking. They often get seizures, and so they go misdiagnosed for a while.
Is it a form of epilepsy, or no?
No, it's
Swelling, right?
it's swelling, and I should know this. Oh, I forgot to. It's autoimmune. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. But
Sheesh.
of all the kids that have come to us for it, they've left fully recovered, walking, talking, eating.
Good. You just
There
like
you
put them
go.
on a bunch of steroids and let them do their thing?
A whole lot of therapy.
Wow, that's so cool.
Have
But
we
it's
mentioned
so
what you do?
scary.
I don't think so.
Why don't you tell the people, girl?
I am an occupational therapist. So,
A baddie who helps lots of children. So
getting them back to doing what they want to do.
so sweet.
It's amazing.
That is so
But yeah, I
amazing.
just pictured her, like, when she's doing her research, if she had WebMD, like, holes through wrists, seizures, and it's like, you might have a stigmata.
I'm so glad that they didn't do the hand thing, because that is a huge, like, in any, like, movie or whatever, if it's through the hand, it's like, wrong-o.
That's so interesting.
Isn't it weird?
It would just rip right through.
Yep, exactly.
That's so true.
It's so true. It's so weird that they didn't think about that.
Oh, and another fun fact about medical sources of possession. Another theory is rabies, because in its later stages, it does make you, like, act insane, and you have an aversion to water. Like, violent aversion.
That's so strange.
people thought, like, when they came with the holy water and people freak out, it might just be rabies, but people thought it was demonic possession.
Wow.
And it's not curable, which sucks. Once rabies gets to a certain place, you can't do anything.
Oh my god.
Isn't that sad?
That is so sad.
Nowadays, if you know you have rabies, you can get cured, but if you go too long with it unchecked, it's bad news.
What was another movie that, like, we never found out what was wrong with the person, but I was like, maybe they have rabies. Damn.
There's a movie called Quarantine where people they're in a, like, high-rise condo, and the government shuts it down and doesn't let them leave. They think it's rabies, and it gets spread to everybody.
Scary.
Yeah, when I went to India, they were like, you can get a rabies vaccine, but it takes like 6 months, it's wildly expensive, and it might not even work.
What?
And if you get rabies in India, you have to be flight for life, like, immediately to get treated.
Because there's a lot of dogs running
Yeah, so their
around,
bottom
right?
line was like, do not pet dogs. You want to know what all the stupid-ass people in my groups were doing?
Petting
Oh my
the
god,
dogs.
cute dog! And I was like, do not pet the
Like,
dogs! I do not want to see you flown away for rabies.
And you're the last person that wants to avoid a dog.
I love dogs, but it's like, you don't know that dog.
No.
It's a street dog.
Yeah.
Let it do its thing. It's not as thirsty for your attention as you think. It's fine.
They're fine, people. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's how I learned all about rabies.
I bet. I would have to, too. I also wrote, running into traffic is a very common 90s cinematic theme.
You're right.
For some reason, like, why? I don't know. Almost in every 90s movie or TV show I can think of, someone is always running into traffic. Why?
It was in The Craft.
Yeah. It's in, like, almost every 90s movie we've covered, I bet. I bet if we went back, it'd be, like, in almost every one.
Was it in Ernest Scared Stupid?
He's running through the street with his bullhorn.
That's true. And the car scene with the dog driving.
Yeah. Yep. Which will always be funny.
Always funny.
Holy shit. Why did I write eyes are yellow scratching on the car? Oh, because her eyes were yellow? That's also another common theme. Eyes, like, turn, like, yellow or green in these movies. For what reason, I don't fucking know.
Just so it's clear that they're possessed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I wrote, I cannot believe they interrupted the classic 90s love scene with foot stabbing. Do you remember that scene?
Oh, where the priest went to go see her?
Yes, and they're doing their little, like, haha, 90s thing where people fall in love in, like, 5 minutes, and then it's all nice, and then she gets up and holds to her feet.
I know.
Terrible. Jump scare.
I know.
And I was like, man, that sucks.
It really soiked.
Poor timing.
I also wrote that there's so much Sims music in this fucking movie.
Wait.
It's music that sounds exactly like The Sims.
Really?
Like in the, if I'm not mistaken, like the scene, I didn't write this down, but I'm pretty sure, like the scene they're at the restaurant, her and the priest, and they're like, hee hee hee.
Oh, yeah, before the foot stabbing.
That's the music that was playing. I was like, dang.
And then he doesn't even try to, like, do anything.
No.
She just thrashes around like he doesn't even
just
bring
like,
out a
"Oh,
cross
whoa,
or anything. He's just
like,
like,
bro."
whoa, that sucks.
It's like, you're the priest, bro. Do anything,
try?
my guy.
Can you say a Hail Mary, at least?
I also wrote the seduction scene is hot, not gonna lie. And I wrote hot, H-A-W-T.
Oh, when she's possessed, but she's
See?
like,
Boom.
Nice.
For
Hot.
emphasis, for no one to see. Except for you now. He wrote, not an exorcism. And then I did, like, the big, like, flat face with, like, the hyphen and underscore hyphen. Because I didn't know there was going to be an exorcism. I didn't know there was going to be
so
possession.
you're
So I was
very
like,
sad.
not an exorcism. I'm like,
dun dun dun.
not another one. Ugh.
But it's the dead priest that showed up in her, right?
Right.
Because it was
Yeah.
the rosary that was his that was taken off.
It should have been him that was getting stigmatted, right?
Yes.
But because he died, then it kind of like went to her because the rosary was given to her.
And because I think he wanted his message to be out there so desperately
Yeah.
that he, like, transferred his stigmata and message
Right.
to her.
Right.
But with that, you open yourself up to demons.
Yep. Which is why you don't fuck with Ouija boards either, people. Yeah, heard
You
it here
would
first. Never!
Never.
Ouija board.
The bed scene at the end where everything's on fire is so cool.
I
And
know.
then he has faith.
I know, it's crazy. It was a really cool ending, honestly.
It is.
Really cool ending. The multiple voices did scare me though, as it always does. But especially when someone's voice does not match up with how they look, That's one of the creepiest things that you can possibly see.
That's what happened in Ernest Scared Stupid. It's like the one thing that was scary. It was like, oh, then that troll shouldn't have that baby voice.
You know, I always hate that. And it started, of course, again, with The Exorcist, where she had like a grown man voice and she's a tiny little girl. Ugh. And then the opposite, if it's like a grown man with like a, hi, baby. Like, oh my God, punch you in the face.
Get away from me.
Yikes. And then the last note was choking her, because the other, like, priest was, like, fucking fully choking her. I was like, you fucking freak.
Yeah, and I feel like his fears were totally overblown. Like, the secret Jesus gospel was not that bad.
I know.
They didn't need to kill people over it.
No.
The point was just don't go to church. You can do this on your own, right?
And I don't even think that's even what it said.
Yeah, I think maybe that's...
It could have also just been like, I'm also everywhere.
Right.
No big deal.
Yeah, turn a stone, I'll be there.
I'm like, isn't there other parts of the Bible that say that?
I would say pretty much, honestly.
I feel like none of the Bible is like, you must go to a Catholic church, and they have to be priests, and yada, yada, yada.
No.
Yeah, so I thought it was a big overreaction.
Oh, yeah.
If I do say so.
But you know those priests always
So
overreacting to stuff.
So sensitive.
So sensitive.
You threaten their houses, and they go nuts.
Truly. That's all the notes I have as well. Just the choking thing was the last one.
That's all I got. Overall, very cool, very moody, very sexy.
It was really sexy. I was like, of course it is. Why?
Because it's Catholic.
I know. Everything Catholic is hella sexy for some reason.
Very sensual.
It is, yeah. Incense, wine. Mm-hmm. Please.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I have trivia, and I think we should ask Steph the trivia.
Woo, 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 woo. Go ahead, darling.
Hold on, let me get my study guide.
Oh.
No, it's not open note.
Yeah, it's not open note. Double spaced.
Okay. The main character in the movie Stigmata is...
Frankie.
That's right.
Nice.
And a little fun fact, the character was named after the first known stigmatic, Saint Francis of Assisi.
Oh.
Who my little brother takes a name after, by the way.
He's, like, pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, we were just talking about this. What is the name of the Lost Gospel referred to in the movie?
Jesus' story.
It was the Gospel of St. Thomas.
The true Jesus story, baby.
And I did fact check this because I was curious. It has been banned by the church and passed as heresy. Wow. So that part's true. What is the maximum number of wounds a stigmatic might suffer?
5.
Mm-hmm. Correct. These wounds represent those suffered by Christ. By the way, y'all, I didn't come up with these questions. This is from funtrivia.com. Okay.
Wow, fun trivia.
What actress played Frankie Page?
Arquette. Patricia.
Yes, Kiss and Kate Barlow. Why did Father Kiernan, once a scientist, become a priest?
I don't remember.
He has like a whole little speech about how something about the Catholic teachings made him want to investigate more. Or, I'm sorry, something about science made him want to investigate Catholicism. Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Because of
I
the
don't remember
holes.
what it was, though.
Yeah, he just said there's too many holes.
Yeah.
So. As stated in the movie and the Bible, what was Jesus' spoken language?
Aramaic.
That's right.
Nice.
This so-called dead language was used by Jesus and his disciples. Mm-hmm. We've talked about a lot of these.
Yeah.
What disease was Frankie diagnosed with at the hospital?
Epilepsy.
That's right. True or false? The doctors at the hospital believed Frankie's wounds were self-inflicted.
True.
That's true.
Girls go
Yes
crazy.
or no? Oh, this is interesting. In the unedited version of the film, was Frankie killed by her wounds?
Probably.
Yes. The unedited ending of the film shows Frankie receiving the final wound, in her, which is the chest, and her spirit is then playing with the dove in the courtyard. I wonder why they changed it.
Playing with a dove?
Uh-huh.
Of course. You said the devil.
Playing with the
devil
dove.
in the courtyard.
The dove.
That actually sounds like a cool song title, though. Playing with the devil in the courtyard. Dude, hell yeah.
I'm glad they let her live.
I'm like, wait a goddamn minute.
Like the fireball devil?
I'm like, I'm going to start a metal band right now.
Okay. Last question. At the very end of the movie, what does Father Kiernan find by the bleeding statue?
Oh, he finds the scrolls.
That's right. It deciphered the passages in the Lost Gospel. Great job.
Wow.
Very
Amazing.
nice. And then I think we have a very Catholic-themed quiz, right?
We do. It's what saint are you? But now it's saying, oh, okay, yeah. So it's what saint are you, if we had to. Okay.
And who makes it, the quiz?
Oh, it is uquiz.com, but it's the letter U.
Ooh, okay. A little funky, a little different.
Okay. First question. Were you raised Catholic? I just have to ask. Yes, still Catholic. Yes, no longer Catholic. No, raised another Christian denomination. No, raised religious but not Christian. Or no, not raised religious.
Last one.
Nice. All right. Feelings on religion. Religion is a force that has a lot of power over people, and that power is rarely used well. Religion can be good for people. It offers community, purpose, connection. It's not universally positive, but I see its appeal. Religion is a genuinely beautiful thing. Faith and hope and love are all well worth living for. Religion is dangerous and harmful. There are no upsides that justify the harm religion has caused, or it's complicated.
The second one.
Okay. Boom.
Nice.
Feelings on saints. Extremely, extremely normal about saints. So normal about saints.
Normal.
Not raised to believe in them, but the idea intrigues me. Invested in one or two, Joan of Arc fan, etc.
Okay, a lot of detail.
It's kind of silly. Aren't they just people? Saints are just people, but brother, I'm developing a parasocial relationship.
Okay.
Or, saints are the mythological figures of religions new enough that we don't conceive of their stories as myths.
That is kind of like what you were saying.
Yeah, either that one or that they're silly. Let's go with the last one, because I did compare them to Greek mythology.
You did.
Okay. Feelings on beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but in the way that Margaret Atwood writes about it, you are a woman with a man inside watching a woman. You are your own voyeur.
What? That was long.
Beauty
That was
is
all what?
It's one. Beauty is something intensely personal. Beauty is something to you that it will never be to anyone else. Beauty is a set of characteristics that society picks out every few years or so. It's formulaic. Beauty is what you see when you look at a sunset over the over the water, all pinks and oranges and faded blues. Beauty is something that inspires awe. Beauty is something that stops... And this is all one, by the way. Beauty is something that stops your heart for a moment. Something that stays with you as long as you live. Or, I'm beautiful! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, smiley face.
The third one.
Beauty is a set of characteristics that
Yeah.
society... Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
That was a 5-paragraph essay.
I know, like...
snuck in.
I'm out of breath. Okay. Feelings on family. Let's see.
Awkward.
And be honest!
Who cares? Next.
Family are people that we're stuck with. Doesn't matter what you do, you can't get away from them. Family is chosen. Family is the people that you love, the people that you want with you, the people that love you in return. Family is something pushed on us by the 1950s advertisers to sell us like refrigerators. Family is
Your refrigerator.
family is inescapable,
I knew it.
but not always a condemnation. Sometimes you still love the people who hurt you. Sometimes you still miss people who you can't even look at anymore, or it's complicated.
The second one.
Cute.
What was the second
Agreed.
one?
Family's is
Okay.
your chosen.
Not the
family.
refrigerator one?
I gotta keep track with my fingers.
Although, you know what? Calling me a refrigerator would be a good thing, to be honest, I think. Holding all the things I love so dearly, honestly. Feelings on love. Love is beautiful. Love is bright and clear, and we're lovely and joyful. We're here to love. 2. Love is a choice. Love isn't just happenstance. You can choose to love someone, to put them in the work of caring for them. 3. Love is painful. It's supposed to be this grand happiness, but it hurts every time. 4. I don't feel love, not the way I'm expected to, not the way people think I should. Or 5. Love hurts, but it's worth the agony. Better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all.
The first one.
Love is beautiful.
Love is kind.
Love is beautiful, love is
It's very dramatic.
There are very dramatic. Someone just started typing and didn't stop.
I know. Choose a piece of Catholic iconography. I forgot this is a Catholic thing, honestly. Like, where are we? Stained glass.
Wow.
A crucifix. The crown of thorns. Stigmata. Or the body and blood of Christ.
Why am I choosing it?
Choose a piece of Catholic.
Just random choice.
Whatever
Just
you
whatever
choose.
speaks to you.
The body and blood of
I
Christ.
knew you were going to pick
I
that.
don't get why they eat the crackers
Yummy.
and drink.
To make him a part of you.
That's
It's like-
disgusting.
They're
Are we
hungry and
cannibals?
thirsty.
Yeah,
The
like,
church is
because
so
you're sitting there for
long.
4 hours.
You need a little
So
snack
we're-
time.
You're a cannibal at church.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like, in a way.
Just so
yeah.
we're clear.
Because
Yes.
what's it called? They have a word for it. Transmutation? Or
Yeah.
where they believe that it literally
Yeah.
turns into flesh.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's
Cook that.
wild.
You gotta cook that shit. I'm
I
sorry.
know. You can't be shitting that shit raw.
I'm like, yeah.
Throw it on the smoker.
Truly.
Oh, God.
Pretty. Okay. Choose a Catholic sacrament. Baptism, your first introduction into the church, the absolvement of your original sin, the first step to being spared from hell. 2, reconciliation or first confession, your first admission of sin, your first time face to face, really, with everything you've done. 7 years old and a sinner, what will you tell the priest? Think harder. Here's a list of possible sins. Feel your guilt, let it consume you.
Is this also one?
This is all one.
Oh my Lord.
It will be washed away soon if you do your penance. 3, Eucharist or First Communion, your first time eating of Jesus' flesh and drinking of his blood.
We're going to eat him.
Yeah, you're going to eat him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop there.
Cool. I'm like, damn, I went through most of these.
I'm going to smoke him first, and then I'm going to eat him.
Nice. I get it. Choose a line from poems.
I got clean towels for everyone.
Someone made
Wait,
their
they're
own
referencing their
poems.
own poems in their quiz.
I used to think that every church did that. Handed you flesh, handed you blood, told you to partake, told you that it came from some glorious future, born of a glorious past, too.
We're going to stick with that one because it's talking about eating him.
You're like, I just really like the cannibalism thing. I'm gonna go with that angle. Choose a figure that I consider a saint. Ophelia, Marilyn Monroe, Gerard Way,
What the
Princess
hell?
Diana.
The singer
Not to
of
me,
My
but
Chemical
to others.
Romance.
Or none of these people are saints. Boring, boring, boring answer.
What is going on?
Let's go with Marilyn.
I think
Yes!
we're intruding on this person's therapy session.
I love this one, to be honest. What does an angel look like to you? The little baby cherubs you see on Valentine's cards, biblically accurate wheels of eyes and wings, the classic image, winged, beautiful as Gabriel appears to Mary. Angels are like algorithms. There's something geometrical about them that we can't even fathom.
It's math, bro.
It's math. Everything's math. Math.
But I do like symmetry, so we'll go with the last one.
Damn. Cannibalism and geometry, baby.
Yep.
Two fondest.
Thoughts on saints,
fondest
whatever. I'm
memories.
just pressing next. Okay, which saint results of this quiz do you feel most connected to?
I'm going to just pick that one.
Virgin Mary. Perfect. Okay, here we go. You're Saint Cecilia. I've never even heard of her. Saint Cecilia is not particularly well known. Okay, there we go. I don't think, but she's the chosen patron saint of my mother, and so I am obligated to be a little insane about her.
Okay.
She's the patron saint of music, patron saint of poets. Cecilia's story is one of martyrdom for purity. She takes a vow of virginity and is forced to marry regardless. She refuses to consummate the marriage, but this is not where she's killed.
Oh, no.
She tells her husband that there's an angel watching over her, and when he demands to see it, she sends him to be baptized.
Good move.
When he returns,
Delay,
send him away.
You gotta
Away,
go.
beast.
I can't tell you yet.
When he returns, he sees the angel crowning her with flowers. Cecilia and her husband were both eventually killed by the leadership of their city for refusing to practice pagan sacrifices to the Roman gods.
Okay.
But the angel of the Lord did not abandon Cecilia. Some stories say they attempted to suffocate her with steam and were unsuccessful, but all agree that the final attempt at execution was decapitation. A soldier struck her 3 times in the neck, but wasn't able to decapitate her, so he left her to bleed. She survived for 3 days before dying of her injuries.
3 days?
3 days.
They
Cecilia
must
is a
have been feeding
figure.
her.
No,
Cannibal.
you can survive a while without food.
Cecilia is a
water.
figure I often associate with Ophelia in my thoughts on beautiful sacrificial girls. Cecilia
You know,
sang
my thoughts on beautiful sacrificial girls. We've all got them.
and I'm the first to admit it. Cecilia sang to God for protection on the day of her wedding. She was protected even from a sword. She's a saint that invokes beauty and light. And my mother for all the complicated feelings that might produce.
Wow.
I love when people share too much in these quizzes.
Goddamn.
Okay.
I mean, I liked it. I'm like,
I
yeah.
learned a lot.
I don't understand.
That's
Is that too long for both of us?
How about we just read through it and we'll just say which one we're picking?
Can you
That
back
way-
out
Okay,
and then
cool.
just pick one of the saints?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
here, let me do it.
that's what I mean. So I'll just like read what I'm picking instead of
Here.
reading all of the.
Okay. There you
Okay.
go.
So was I raised Catholic? No, not raised religious. Feelings on religion. I was also going to choose the second one, which is religion can be good for people. It offers community, purpose, connection. It's not universally positive, but I see its appeal. Next. Feelings on saints. I'm going to say it's kind of silly, aren't they? Just people.
I get it.
Feelings on beauty. I'm going to say beauty is what you see when you look at a sunset over the water.
Pretty.
Oranges and faded blues. Feelings on family. Refrigerator. I'm just
Refrigerator Stephanie.
No, I like family is chosen. Family is the people you love.
Yeah.
Okay. Feelings on love. I like love as a choice. Love that isn't just happenstance. You can choose to love someone. Choose a piece of Catholic iconography. Ooh.
I know what she's going to choose.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, God, now I feel pressure.
No, don't.
I was going to do stained glass.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Okay, choose a Catholic sacrament. So, this was the really long one. But I'm going to choose Anointing of the Sick Last Rites, because it's fucking goth.
That is pretty fucking goth as fuck.
Okay, choose a line from Poems of Mine.
I love that!
Saints. Oh my god.
I didn't even get to read through all of them.
I'm going to read through them basically.
But she's a fast reader. I'm not, you guys, so sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to choose this one. A saint comes alive again to hold your hand. A saint dances through the rays of light where they melt away from the dusted air of the church into the hollows of your head and heart.
I like that.
Nice. Who do I consider a saint? Ophelia? I don't even know. Is that Shakespeare?
I thought Ophelia was, like a Greek god or something.
I'm going to
Goddess?
choose Gerard
She's a goddess?
Way, singer of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, of course. Who she met, by the way.
Yes, at the fashion show mall.
The fashion show
Nice.
mall.
He was short and smelled strongly of leather.
So hot, you
That's what I
guys.
remember.
My exact type.
Okay, what does an angel look like to you? I'm going to be honest. When I picture them as the classic image of
The winged, like a-
winged
oh, okay.
humans. Thoughts on saints? Going to just do next. Okay, which
Yeah, that's
saint-
that part you can like type out. So
Yeah,
no.
do you feel connected to? I do love Joan of Arc. I really do.
Baddie.
She's cool. I also got Saint Cecilia.
All right, sisters.
Hey!
Okay,
We'll
Shay,
lie
you're
in our-
up.
And
Okay.
our blood of decapitation.
Here we
Yes,
fucking roll.
for our 3-day horrible death.
Shay. Okay, here we go. Were you raised Catholic? Yes, no longer Catholic. Feelings on religion. It's complicated. It is complicated. I do think it's a beautiful thing, but I also, like, I'm so hard. Like, ugh. I have a lot of inner, I have to work through some things. Okay, feelings on saints. I just love the extremely, extremely normal about saints. So normal about saints.
Just nothing but normal.
I'm going to put that just because I think it's funny. Okay. Feelings on beauty. Yeah, I'll say beauty is something intensely personal. I think beauty is a feeling, but it doesn't say that, so I'm just going to put that. Feelings on family. Yeah, family's chosen. You guys are my family. Okay, feelings on love. Love stinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do the first one. Love is beautiful, love is bright and clear and lovely and joyful. We're all here to love. I also have to pick the stained glass because it goes hard. Catholic sacrament. Ooh, which one of mine am I going to choose? Let's see. You know what? I'll say... You know what? I'm going to choose baptism because I got baptized with Hazen.
Oh, cute.
So, and we were wearing really cute all-white outfits that were fire.
Iconic.
Choose a line from Poems of Mine about saints. Oh, here we go.
A little marketing. They're pretty.
Yeah. I wonder how you worship it all without some mythical figure dead and beautiful before you. I don't like that, actually. Okay. Ooh, a saint says, you could be like me one day, and then you're supposed to grow up and figure out if they meant holy or dead. That one's kind of bars. I'm doing that one.
Yeah, that's dark.
That's like, yeah, like a My Chemical Romance song. Like, okay, choose a figure that I consider a saint. Princess Diana, baby.
Oh, nice.
I love that queen. What does an angel look like to you? Yeah. I like the little baby cherubs. They're so
Aww.
Found baby Jesus.
cute. And then, which saint do you feel most connected to? Mary Magdalene was that bitch. I'm gonna put her. Okay.
Cecilia, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm Saint Sebastian.
Ooh, read us.
Okay.
Read us about you.
Of course there is going to be a Saint Sebastian answer. He is my chosen saint for fixation or whatever. Had I actually gotten confirmed, I would have chosen this name as my own. He's the saint of archers and athletes. Did you know that?
No.
He's also thank you for answering. He's also a patron saint of archers and victims of the plague.
Okay, those things
Like, Stacey and I were victims of the
very
plague.
different. Archery and victims of the plague.
There is a weird combination of like a lot of saints where like the
really?
things that they're in charge of don't have to do anything with each other.
like marshmallows and gardening.
Yeah, I'm like, me! That's
sure.
me! Tag yourself! I'm the gardening. No. I don't know what it is about Sebastian bound to a tree shot over and over again with arrows that calls so deeply to me and to other queer people. Oh, wait, I've seen this as a tattoo a bunch, actually.
A dude getting shot a bunch with arrows?
Yeah, like tied to a tree. He's hot for sure, but also his pain is exquisite.
Jay, did you write this?
I know, like, I love this quiz. 100 arrows in each is their own wound. He is a Roman soldier, you know.
100?
Yep.
In each too many.
His execution by arrows was because of his choice to try and save Christians from the Colosseums. His intended execution, at least. He survived that. He was found by a Christian woman on the brink of death and nursed back to health, which is going to be my justification for choosing his name, following his ability to accept help. He still died as a martyr later in life. Sebastian dying is one thing. I think it's another to know that he walked away.
Walked away from what?
I do not know. The tree? Being shot 100... He's like the original 50 Cent. He got shot fucking 100 times and accepted help and walked away.
It's like no big deal.
But this is like the classic image I've seen tattooed.
Oh, he is arching that back.
He's like,
He got shot in the armpit.
I know that. Yo, ow. I have stigmata there.
Armpit
Anyway.
mata.
So Saint Sebastian, that's pretty hot.
There you go.
I like
Cool.
that. I like that. Cool.
Awesome. Well, good job.
Hey guys,
team.
if you were ever wondering what saints we are,
Wonder no more.
yeah, wonder no more.
We've definitively figured it out.
That's right. But yeah, I liked the movie. I hope you guys watch it. It's very like 90s quintessential. So many 90s themes and like Y2K realness. I think you guys should check it out.
It was
Poisonally.
great. And gorgeous.
And Gorgine. And the music just, I mean, dude. Smashing Pumpkins. Come on. Anyways, thanks so much, Steph, for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Yay.
And for doing everything.
We've only got one more left.
No!
Wow.
September is flying.
It is.
Wake me up when Stephtember ends.
Except put us to sleep because we'll be so sad.
I know.
Steph, do you want to announce the next and final movie of Stephtember?
Yeah.
Final movie is 13 Ghosts.
That was so hot. Okay, anyways. So yeah, you guys, if you want to prepare first, watch the move, then come. Anyways, we love you so much.
Love you. See you next time.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening. Shout out to I Have No Mouth for our delightful theme song and Whitney Vertucci for our beautiful podcast art.
And all of this couldn't be possible without our amazing producer, Anthony, aka DJ Munchausen.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com and please join our Patreon for exclusive bonus content.
As always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you.
Frankie. Who are you? Il messaggero è importante.